coming off that Spurs bust as they arrived at the arena, pumped up and primed for action. Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports, a special Martin Luther King Day edition. And tonight our matchup, we'll see the Atlanta Hawks going up against the San Antonio Spurs. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. So with Paul on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Wembanyama is the center with Sochan next to him. Dimes is out there with Fox, and it's Lee in at the 3 slot. And for the Hawks, Johnson is out there with Mr. Fundamentals. Then it's Young. Then there's Big Dog, and it's Daniels in at the shooting guard. Well, today is one of those very special dates on the NBA calendar, Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
And it's a day of reflection, a day to celebrate one of the truly great people in the history of this country. It's an honor to just be out here today celebrating Dr. King.
Now, here is Young, the 15-footer, and Lee pulls it down. Wembanyama looking it over. Here's Atlanta. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
And no team is going to shoot 50% every night, but this team has the right approach. When the shots are falling, they can light it up.
The Hawks shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And he makes both free throws. Since moving to Atlanta in 1968, Greg, the Hawks have never been to the NBA Finals.
That is insane, Kevin. I mean, you think back to all the great players they've had, from Dominique Wilkins to now Trae Young. Hawks fans are hungry for a trip to the finals.
Now here's Lee after the miss from Trae Young. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Here's Dimes. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. The Hawks have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Here's Big Dog, defended by Wembanyama. Daniels with it. He's coming off a 10-point game against Washington.
And I felt like his offense fed right into his D. He caused a bunch of turnovers. There was just no let-up in him all night.
On the wing, Lee. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
The Spurs shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. That free throw from Lee is good. And both free throws good for Lee.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Daniels passes to Mr. Fundamentals. Fox with the steal. And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And they can breathe a little easier on their fourth shot. They finally hit the target.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Young fires away from outside. Can't get the putback.
0 for 4 to start things off. Got a bit of a pillow fight brewing here, but they're going to get it going.
Fox inside the one. They get it back. Lee score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Those are some hustle points. Really bonus points when you put in a miss.
Here is Daniels, guarded by Fox. And that one's good. Daniels.
Getting this one to fall hopefully gets things rolling. Their first make out of 5 shots.
Here's Dimes. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Fires at the elbow. That one drops for him.
The mid-range jumper is a valuable weapon for Fox because defenses don't always expect it.
Hawks passing it around. Mr. Fundamentals, that's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now, here is Young. He has yet to score. Dimes the pass to Wembanyama. Rebound, Atlanta.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
Johnson kicks to Young. Poked away. In transition, here come the Spurs. Here's Dimes. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Spurs.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And so far, just a great job forcing turnovers and creating opportunities in the open floor. The defense at the heart of that.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And with the type of defense they played that day, they were able to cause a lot of mistakes.
Not just forcing mistakes, but converting them into buckets on the other end. Great controlled aggression from their D in that game.
Vassell, he's checked in for the Spurs. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for De'Aaron Fox. Here's Sohan. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Chicago.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
Shots good by Big Dog.
And if you're the guy who has
has to guard him. It is never going to be an easy night for you.
Vassell against Young. Vassell, the bounce pass. Lee, left side. Got a hand on it, and he gets it back. Pass to Sochan. Just 5 on the clock. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is up and in.
Old school beating the D with the finger roll. I love seeing that one.
And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 4-point game. Rebound by Sochan.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence. Great recognition of the mismatch, abusing the smaller defender. Poor guy.
Going inside. Mr. Fundamentals. That's good. Mr. Fundamentals got 8 points. Spurs leading by 4. Fox feeling it out a bit. Lee, left side. For the 3. That's good from Fox on the assist by Lee. He has 7.
And when Fox, he's hitting consistently from deep, it opens up the floor for him and his teammates.
And Young kicks to Johnson. Fox against Young. High, arcing shot. Big dog. A stupendous finish in traffic.
Nice feed inside. Saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
Pass to Lee. Here's Sochan. Atlanta with the rebound.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
That's how you play it. Does a good job of getting into the shooter's airspace.
Now, here is Young. A 26-point game for him in the win against Washington.
And how about the vision he displayed? Great job getting others involved and piling up the assist.
So it's the Spurs now after the miss from Trae Young. Outside, Fox. 13 feet away. Yep, it counts. And the Spurs lead by 7.
Flashing that creativity is so much fun watching Fox carve up defenses like this.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game. So for the Hawks, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Johnson. Caris LeVert comes in for Big Dog. Mann subbed in for Trae Young. Lee against LeVert. There's the pass to Mr. Fundamentals. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And free throw shooting, not necessarily one of his strong suits. Only about 70% on the season.
One shot.
Antonio leading by 4. Fox passes to Vassell. Here's Sohan. He puts up decent numbers on a nightly basis, averaging about 10 points a game. And he recovers it.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Knocked loose and stolen by Wembanyama. In transition, here come the Spurs. Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against one mate.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Here's Daniels. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Outside, Fox. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Sohan. Shot clock at 6. And it's Fox with the jam.
Even though Fox is just 6'3", he's got some hop, showing them off a little bit on that play.
Here is Daniels, guarded by Fox. Shot by Mr. Fundamentals, no good. Spurs leading by 6. Here's Lee, and the Spurs scoring again.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Here's Mann, covered by Vassell. Mann passes to LeVert. Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Shot clock at 3. Here's LeVert.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Fox kicks to Vassell. Pass to Sohan. Here he goes. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. As we approach the halfway mark, let's take a look at how everything stands out west. Taking a look at San Antonio. Quite a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out.
And when I look at San Antonio, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Even though some people doubted them, there are just as many people, if not more, who believed in this team from the very beginning. And it's pretty clear right now who was right.
He gets it in there.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Now Daniels, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
On defense, Fox is so crafty, uses all of his natural talents to disrupt your shot.
Here's Mann, and the layup's good off the glass.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Spurs leading by 10. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Wembanyama, kept alive.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Clock shooting at around 42% since the opening tip. Here's Mann, covered by Vassell. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Wembanyama. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Clint Capella.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Spurs shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. First one falls for him. The Spurs making a switch here. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Here's Daniels. Takes it off the glass.
Exposing the defense and taking advantage in the paint.
And here is Paul. Here's Wembanyama. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Wembanyama has got 6.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and drum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Spurs out in front. They lead by 14. We'll be back shortly live from State Farm Arena. Happy Martin Luther King Day, everyone, and welcome back as we get going again here at 2K Sports. And, you know, the Spurs have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on all the ball handlers, getting into the passing lanes and showing great anticipation.
But you've heard people say it's a make-or-miss league. Does that hold true?
It seems so, right? Shooting percentages correlate more with winning than possession stats like turnovers or offensive rebounds. It's clear shot making has never been more valuable, but the ability to disrupt rhythm still plays a big role.
Down in the block, it's Okongwu and Capella. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Trae Young. And it's man in at the 2-guard position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. A nice shot by Young.
Nice job capitalizing down there. Young good at probing inside and finding some space.
Feeds it to Lee. Good, and Paul gets the assist. 14 points for lights out.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Trae Young has been talking smack from a young age. He said if I was doing something nice, I wanted to let them know about it. Once he got to the NBA, Trae says, I was more of a fan of the guys I was going against. Once I got out of that mindset and started being competitive, talking a little trash, that's when everything clicked. Kevin?
David, not shy at all. Thank you. Now here's Johnson. 17 points for him last game against Washington.
He's more than chipped in on the glass as well. Just a tremendous effort last time out.
Lee against Young. 4 on the shot clock. Shot by post. As he pulls it in.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
Here's Lee with the drive. And Lee with the stuff.
I'll be honest, he's having a better quarter than a lot of my nights back when I played.
Down low, here's Mann. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And hard to miss the wide open man that time. Kudos to Young for finding him.
Paul looking over the floor. Now the pass to Bassey. Back to Paul. Over Young. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Good luck at trying to match up with Paul in these sets. He's just so good. It's nearly impossible trying to stop him from breaking your defense apart.
Man, it's tipped. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Bassett. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
Atlanta calls timeout. Lee really making a difference here.
He's been on an absolute tear inside. They've got to figure out a way to keep him out of the lane. I don't know.
quick break on the court. We've got some time to show you the list of the top rookie shot blockers over the course of the last month. You look at Lee, a fierce inside defender, tops in the NBA in blocks.
He's been a factor on the inside, an impressive stretch for him defensively.
And he lobs it up toward the rim, and Okongwu slams it in.
What a play by Young. Out of that pick and roll, does a great job with his decision making.
Ball against Young. Shoots. Vassell, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Johnson surveying the floor. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
His first. Team's first.
The Hawks shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Jalen Johnson, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. So Johnson hits 2 of them. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Vassell with it. Still scoreless. And Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing. And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. So it's San Antonio now, following the bucket by the Hawks. Here's Lee. Unable to get that one. The Hawks trail by 12. Young up top, defended by Paul. Johnson, the pass to Young. Back to Johnson. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Spurs leading by 10. Paul outside. To the paint. Here's Bassett. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists in the game. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They beat the Spurs during their last encounter in San Antonio.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
That was the key factor, and it has to have a carryover effect. You get in a team's head when you cause them to make that many mistakes.
Johnson with the bounce pass. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Mann. Moves back up. Now, here's Vassell. He had 10 points in the win against Chicago. Count that one.
Passes like this demonstrate leadership. Vassell wanting to find his open teammates.
Atlanta calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up. out some stats. Here are the numbers for Lee. He's around 30 points per clip, 11 rebounds, and over 3.5 blocks. And he does so much for this team, but it starts with the way he leads the offense.
And he's willing to take on the scoring load. And look, he is more than capable of delivering.
It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Mann. Here's Vassell, still without a basket. Ball outside. Vassell kicks to Paul. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 14.
Even in the later stages of his career, Paul's handles remain incredible. He's got that thing on a string. What a move.
Young's shot is off.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Passes it to Lee. Fades and shoots. Rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Young against Paul. And the dunk by Capella.
And the long arms of Capella, using them to perfection as a target for his teammates on that alley-oop.
Now here's Paul. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Johnson outside. Here's Lee outside. Offensive rebound. Bassey. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Bassey's got 6 here in this quarter. The Hawks trail by 14. Young looking it over. Looking to get it going. He takes it up and lays it in. Young's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, they've come into a nice flow this quarter.
San Antonio calls timeout.
It's time for some T-shirts.
Making some changes. Mr. Fundamentals checked in for Capella. Big Dog comes in for Okongwu. And Dyson Daniels subbed in for Terrence Mann. Now, here's Fox. He picked up 33 points in their last win against Chicago.
Okay, look, when you play aggressively, you can really get to the line. Just ask him.
Swiped it away. And here they come. Here's Dimes. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. And the Spurs lead by 14.
We all know that Fox can score, but there he is reminding you that he can also drop.
Here is Young. He's tightly guarded. Pass to Big Dog. That shot off. Good D by Lee. Pass to Sohan. Spurs working the ball around now. With some art, and the basket is good. And that's now 6 points for Dimes.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. He picked up 27 points in the last one against Washington.
Not to mention the rim protection he provided, credited with 2 blocks, and you know that he altered a few more.
Here's Fox after the basket by Atlanta. Pass break here. Here come the Hawks. Daniels with it. Now guarded by Fox.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
And there's the pass to Sochan. Back to Lee. Clock at 6. Here's Dimes. Misses the 3. The Hawks trail by 12. Johnson at the elbow. On the wing, Daniels. Young in the corner. Three-pointer. Knocks down the 3-ball. Young's got it back down to within single digits for the Hawks.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Now, here is Young. He's got 7. Trying to get open is Johnson. Shot's good from Young. Young's got 9.
Oh, crafty move there by Young, finessing his way around the contact.
Here's Fox, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
San Antonio ball.
We've got 1:55 left to play here in the half. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Atlanta. They trail by 9 points.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
Now, here's Fox. He's covered by Daniels. Inside, and Lee with the stuff.
What a savvy pass by Fox. This is a guy who really sees all angles on the floor.
The Spurs shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
Lee at the line for 1.
That free throw from Lee is good. The Hawks trail by 12. Young left side. Driving the lane. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got 3 assists in the game. Outside, Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
We've seen Fox take over games before. Only takes a few shots to go, and then this man is feeling it.
Young outside. Pass to Daniels. 54 seconds left here in the second. And here we go. Lee heading to the hoop. Let's have a look at the league's top scorers for the past month. To say these guys have been hot is an understatement. You look at Lee, top 5 scorer in the league. What a player he is.
What a performance offensively. Something has really clicked with his game over this stretch.
And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Lee.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Now Young. He's got 11. Here's Johnson. And it's Fox with the rebound. Here's Sohan, covered by Johnson. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Young pass to big guy. Johnson outside. Takes the three. Good on the triple. Johnson's got 11 points.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Out left to the wing. Here's Wembanyama. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs. 13 points up at the end of the period. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. With Quinn Snyder, Coach, they came at you offensively. So what has to change for you defensively?
Well, a lot, obviously, with everybody on the floor. They're capable of doing this, but we're not. It's just too easy.
Got to tighten things up as we go along. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started.
Okay.
It's San Antonio out on top at halftime. They have a 13-point lead. Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
Their efforts in the paint have really paid dividends. It's been a focal point for them, not so much for the other team. That's been the difference in the game.
Talk to me, Kenny. How did you think Atlanta played?
Well, if they haven't given away so many possessions, check this out, Shaq. The score would look different, don't you think? I mean, we can talk about shot selection and defense and all that, but if you keep losing the ball, that matters most.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And welcome back to our special presentation of the NBA for Martin Luther King Day. What can you say? Lee, an impressive effort here today.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
The way to limit those offensive boards, it's just effort, guys. Whoever is guarding him has to get to position and beat him to the spot.
Thanks again for joining us, and welcome back to our special Martin Luther King Day presentation of the NBA. So with Paul on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Wembanyama is the center with Sohan next to him. De'Aaron Fox out there with Dime. And it's Lee in at the three, the small forward. Here's Johnson. Rebound by Sohan. Sohan's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Wembanyama. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. The Hawks trail by 13. And here's Daniels driving inside. It's blocked. And now here's Lee. The fast break opportunity. Wasted no time on that one. And it's 8 points for Dimes.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And Johnson is right there. Johnson's got 13.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Lee passes to Sohan. That one goes. Count it. 6 points for him.
And that's why you don't let him get positioned deep in the post.
And they need better team defense. Help out your man in the post. It takes multiple guys to stop him.
Lee with the steal. Shoots from 14. Mr. Fundamentals grabs the board. Mr. Fundamentals got 4 rebounds in this game. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Atlanta shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. San Antonio leading by 12. Outside Fox. Lee outside. Pass to Sohan. Back to Lee. Shoots from the elbow. Offensive rebound. And Wembanyama lays it up off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 14.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That is his first foul of the game.
Team second.
Pass to Big Dog. On the wing, Daniels. Guarded by Fox. Just 5 to shoot. Here is Daniels. Guarded by Fox. Daniels, no good.
Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they are trailing in this ball game.
To the wing on the left. Outside for Wembanyama. Gets to the corner and buries it. Wembanyama has got 4 points this quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
In a wise move to call timeout there. They need to settle down a bit. They've been playing out of control at times here, and it shows with their turnover numbers.
And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with and then the guts it takes to pull them off always blows me away.
You look at Lee sitting at the top of the heap. Looks like he'll be planning on an appearance at the dunk contest this year.
Yeah, I'm not surprised with his athleticism. This guy has got the goods, no doubt about it. The hops are incredible, and we'll just have to see what sort of creativity he can apply.
So there you go, and as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much, Kevin. Now, last season there were a record number of African-American head coaches in the NBA. Blazers coach Chauncey Billups said, "It makes me proud of the NBA for being intentional about giving opportunities to African Americans or just minorities, period. I'm proud to be a part of it." Kevin?
Great stuff, David. Thank you so much for your reporting there. Mr. Fundamentals passes to Young. The three. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Young's got 5 points now this quarter. Spurs leading by 11. Fox with it. 15 points in the game. And that one drops for him.
Going to have to do more than this to stop Fox. He's such an outstanding competitor.
Young outside. A shot. And again, it's Atlanta. The Spurs have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Here's Dimes. Rebounded by the Hawks. Johnson's got 8 rebounds in this game. Kicks it to Young. Now the pass to Big Dog. Johnson outside. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
At the line for Atlanta, Jalen Johnson.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Spurs.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And let's not forget how dominant they've been defensively. Great job of forcing some tough shots, often leading to blocks.
And he hits the first of 3. So for the Hawks, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Mr. Fundamentals. Okongwu comes in for Big Dog. Mann subbed in for Dyson Daniels. Good on the second free throw. It's good, and he's 100% from the line thus far.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Wembanyama, count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Number 5.
Wembanyama has got 6 in the quarter. Now, here is Young. He's got 18. Passes it to Mann. Well, good with the triple. San Antonio leading by 10. Wembanyama, that's for 2. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Mann passes to Johnson. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
Now, here's Fox. He's got 17. Count that bucket.
But he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Here's Mann, guarded by Fox. Pass to Mann. To the inside. Here's Capella. Again, the Hawks score.
And look at Capella getting aggressive inside, shooting past the coverage like it's not even there.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. And Richard, with this new collective bargaining agreement, the players will now be able to invest in NBA teams.
A chance for them to capitalize on skyrocketing franchise valuations. I love it. And it's a big deal. The NBA is the first league to allow player investment. Always ahead of the pack.
switch here. With a break in the action, let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been dialed in defensively this month. In the third spot, the Spurs.
What a month they've had defensively. I mean, they've really gotten after it on that end of the floor.
Dimes, the pass to Lee, and it's in there. Lee's got 27 points.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. A 12-point game. Back to Okongwu. Here's Dimes, defended by Young. That one good for 2. That's 10 points for Dimes.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And here's the fast break. Here's Lee. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Clint Capella. For San Antonio, they have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The Hawks trail by 16. Here's Young. He's got 18. Puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by De'Aaron Fox. Fox has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Johnson's shot is off. For Atlanta, they've gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. And Young kicks to Johnson. Johnson with the rebound.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim. Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Here's Man, guarded by Fox. Now Okongwu. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Pocket 4. Man, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And a look now at San Antonio's upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the Boston Celtics. Then on Friday, they're off to Charlotte to face off with the Hornets.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
First free throw is good. Atlanta making some changes. Mr. Fundamentals checked in for Clint Capella. Karis LeVert comes in for Johnson. And Dyson Daniels subbed in for Trae Young. Both good from the line that time. And the Spurs with possession. Ball outside. Barnes outside. Out of bounds. Atlanta will take possession.
And checking out the numbers for Keldon Johnson. How his last 10 games have gone. He's averaging 10 points a game, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. But you look at all that, and really it doesn't give you the entire picture of his impact defensively.
Just in general, numbers don't tell the whole story with defense. Guys like him, you have to watch to understand his impact.
Now, here's Okongwu. LeVert from outside. Trains it from beyond the arc. LeVert's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Spurs leading by 13. When you think about the Spurs, Greg, it's hard to believe how long Greg Popovich has been at the helm, isn't it?
And it's hard to imagine another team will have the stability at head coach that the Spurs have had. Not too many coaches last decades anymore.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Mann, covered by Vassell. Mann passes to LeVert. 6 to shoot. A pass to Mr. Fundamental. Fires from deep. Mann can't hit. The Spurs shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Wembanyama heads the bucket. Wembanyama has got 12 points here in the second half. Daniels passes to Okongwu.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here is Daniels, defended by Paul. Daniels, no good.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
The pass to Wembanyama. On the wing, Barnes. Now here's Paul. Tight defense on him. 1:22 left in the third quarter of the game. To the middle. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And now look at Victor Wembanyama here. He's been dominant over the last month. 8 in blocks, and he's a defensive ball hawk. You can't let your guard down. Remember, he's 10th in the league in steals per game.
And he's a top 10 rebounder this year for good reason. He's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the entire game. He's off on the first. Here we are, Greg, watching Atlanta. This team has a lot of firepower.
And some great scores, Kevin. They don't just launch threes. They like to work for good shots inside the arc as well.
And the second free throw, good. Talk about the value, Richard, of having a player like Harrison Barnes on your roster. It's immense.
He's a steady veteran who finds multiple ways to impact the game. It sets the tone for the rest of the guys out there. They know they have to work as hard as he does.
Now, here's Okongwu. Daniels from outside. Barnes grabs the miss.
Oh, wow. He's yet to score this quarter. And it's not for a lack of trying. They just need him to make something.
Wembanyama, left side. All up top. Rebound, Atlanta.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoided fouling, and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. He's got 19. Yep, it counts. Mr. Fundamentals got 21 in the game.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Paul outside. Passes to Wembanyama. Fades. He can't get that one. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We'll return shortly. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Greg Popovich.
get about 3 or 4 stops in a row. Get something put together defensively. Offense will take care of itself. Both teams are scoring. Somebody's got to play D.
And Greg Popovich would very much like for his team to start locking things down defensively.
Yeah, I don't think coach is interested in snipering back and forth. I mean, he'd rather remove the other team's bullets than just to overpower them.
And thanks for joining us again, folks. 2K Sports broadcasting here on MLK Day, bringing you the NBA. So with Johnson on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Karis LeVert is out there with Okongwu. It's Mr. Fundamentals. Then it's Daniels. And it's Man in at the 2. And there's the foul. It's on Mr. Fundamentals. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there. And really a tough break for the D.
Atlanta on D. Down by 12. Ball outside.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Here's Man, covered by Vassell. And he gets it to go.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Here's Vassell. And with the rebound.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
And it's Vassell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Hawks with possession here in the fourth quarter. Their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Broke loose.
The turnover total in the first half, only 1, but a totally different story here in the second.
Over in the corner, Paul. Kicks it out to Johnson. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
3 points.
And the Spurs lead by 13.
His confidence growing over time. The coaching staff encourages Keldon Johnson to shoot off the catch. That's his shot.
Here's Man. He with the block. And they recover it. Man passes to LeVert. Shot clock at 6. Here's Man. And 3 chances on that possession. But they just couldn't find a way to score. And a wide open look for Lee. They get it again.
He'll be around the rim. Defense has always got to know his whereabouts.
And so LeVert will bring it up for Atlanta. 15-point game. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's Man, covered by Vassell. Here's Okongwu. And the layup is good.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Ball outside. High post Johnson. Here's Lee. A nice jump shot from the top of the key. Lee's got 31 points.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Daniels passes to Mr. Fundamentals. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
At the line for Atlanta, number 21.
That free throw, no good. For the Hawks, Clint Capella comes in for Karis LeVert. Young is subbed in for Dyson Daniels. He hits the second from the line. Spurs leading by 14. Lee outside. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
That's the kind of aggression you want to see when you've got a team on the ropes.
Man passes to Okongwu. Hawks passing it around. Man can't hit.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Paul's shot is off.
Well, despite some uneven shooting from him, they're still out in front.
Mr. Fundamentals passes to Young. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Right side, Lee. And Lee with the stuff.
A beautiful all-around game of Johnson. So dependable when it comes to finding open teammates.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. That's tipped. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. And Lee with the basket on the assist by Paul. And it's 37 points for lights out.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
GA, is it me, or does it feel like we've had more parity in the league the last few seasons?
Well, Kevin, the playoffs have been pretty hard to predict lately. I will give you that. There's been only one repeat champion in the past decade. It's a competitive league.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Johnson. Dimes comes in for Devin Vassell. And it's Fox in for Chris Paul. Great open look there. Young's got 21.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second three of the half right there.
Fox passes to Wembanyama. Shoots over Capella. Wembanyama, no good. The Hawks trail by 17. And here is Okongwu. In transition, here comes San Antonio. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Shooting for San Antonio. Wembanyama, one shot.
One shot.
For Atlanta, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Man passes to Capella. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. What do you think of the league's most recent CBA, Greg? That 7-year deal just signed.
Well, Kevin, the NBA and Players Association both need to be commended. Labor peace through the rest of the decade. Most pro sports don't have this kind of stability.
Now, here's Fox. Fires from the line. Mr. Fundamentals grabs the board. Mr. Fundamentals got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Mr. Fundamentals got 24 points. San Antonio leading by 18. Here's Dimes. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Now, here is Young, guarded closely. Capella trying to free himself up, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Young's got 5 points now this quarter.
And this game belongs to Young right now, and he is simply making everything.
And Wembanyama outside. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Mr. Fundamentals, Fox with the steal. Pass to Wembanyama. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Fox has got his 5th assist in this one. Young outside, knocks it loose. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
That's a jump ball.
And San Antonio has possession. Man gets the bucket. Spurs leading by 19 points. Outside, Fox drives to the hoop, and Capella sends it back. No good from Lee.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Young inside, guarded by Fox. Young's shot is off.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Textbook defense. Take a good angle to the shooter and bother the release.
Count it.
The defense looking helpless to stop Fox. This guy fears no one.
And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. Richard, from when you were a first-round pick back in 2001 to now, what are the biggest changes off the floor?
Oh, that's a tough one. Well, I think it's a combination because everyone didn't have a cell phone back in 2001 and then social media. So now you got social media and cell phones, camera phones. That is the thing that has changed. I think players and teams are just under so much more scrutiny now.
So it's the Hawks now, following the bucket by the Spurs. Capella trying to free himself up. Good work there as it goes. Man's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Sohan. Wembanyama outside. Atlanta with the rebound. Mr. Fundamentals got 9 rebounds now tonight.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Fox passes to Dimes. He takes it in. It's stolen by Capella. And Young, here we go. Can't hit from in close.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoided fouling and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
Here's Sohan. Over in the corner, Lee, 6 to shoot. Here's Sohan. And it's blocked. And they're able to recover. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Daniels is checked in for Atlanta.
Now into the lineup for your Hawks. Daniels.
The Hawks trail by 19. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Mann, covered by Lee. Mann passes to Young. Banked in off the glass. Young's got 25 points.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Spurs.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
Important. With this win, they split the season series at a game apiece and also avoid the sweep, and that has to be a relief.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Lights Out.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
Basket good.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Oh, road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here is Daniels, guarded by Fox. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.